And, you also gave us a directive to prosecute the people who are going after Tesla to the fullest extent of the law, some of the greatest police work I've seen. We've made 4 arrests. There will be no negotiations at your directive. They're all looking at 20 years in prison, and within the next 24 hours, you're going to be seeing another huge arrest on a Tesla dealership, President. And that person will be looking at least 20 years in prison with no negotiations.
That's great. That's great. That will stop it. Cold.
Domestic terrorism.
Thanks. Doing a great job, too. Thank you very much.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey. Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Say, hey, Rick, has one of them politicians been arrested yet? That's what I want to know. Has one of them corrupt politicians, has one of them corrupt Democrats been arrested yet?
Whew. President, we've had some great wins in the last few days. That you were overwhelmingly elected by the biggest majority. The U.S. Americans want you to be president because of your agenda, and the courts are ruling that you have the authority to determine how the money of this country will be spent. That's what the American citizens wanted, and that's what they're getting. An example of that Friday was the Department of Education, that you can determine how the money will be spent. No more DEI, and that impacts every agency
Didn't earn it. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Across the board. On the civil side again, NLRB, we had a big win in the Supreme Court there. OPM, a big win there. But also 16,000 workers there. But also on the criminal side, the Alien Enemies Act. We are winning there. And your directive to me was to keep America safe, and that's what we're doing. Whether it's the alien enemies, all of these gangs, and they are enemies of our country. They are terrorists, they are organized crime, they have come here, they are extremely organized, they are spread throughout our country, and they are creating terror. And no more under your directive. And that is stopped. Yesterday in South Florida, we charged the 11 defendants with $500 million of pure cocaine coming into our country to kill our kids. They were caught. They will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. These gang members are going back to where they came, or they're going to an El Salvador prison at your directive.
Put the judges on the plane too. Put the activist judges on the plane too.
And, you also gave us a directive to prosecute the people who are going after Tesla to the fullest extent of the law, some of the greatest police work I've seen. We've made 4 arrests. There will be no negotiations at your directive. They're all looking at 20 years in prison, and within the next 24 hours, you're going to be seeing another huge arrest on a Tesla dealership, President. And that person will be looking at least 20 years in prison with no negotiations.
That's great.
Woo-wee. Them Patriots saying, Miss Pam, what about those Democrats? Miss Pam, what about those Democrats? Them Patriots also saying, what about the files? What about the files? Hold on, y'all. Don't get they say don't be impatient. We're gonna do things the right way, and it's all gonna come out. So they say, y'all, what's going on, family? I hope everybody is blessed, well, healthy, and that nothing but the best is going on in all you beautiful people's life on this beautiful weekend. Happy Saturday, or whatever day it is for y'all that are watching. Hope you're just having an amazing week. A lot is going on, a lot of wins with the Trump administration. And, man, Tesla tariffs, no negotiations, 20 years. Go around and find out. And can we pull up some of them Tesla, these, and I don't care how bad, and I'm gonna say this again because I've said this like 1,000 times. I don't care how much I disagree with your political views, or if I think this or that, I will never key your property. I will never key your stuff. Something you've worked hard for, something you pay for probably every single month. I will never touch your stuff. I will never key anything, set anything on fire. like I say, we boycott different than the other side, man. Just like like I said with what was it, Bud Light? You know, we didn't go inside the store and start throwing cans and, you know, knocking stuff off the shelf. You know, people just stopped buying. You know, but it's complete difference from each side, man. You know, it's all about violence with these people, man. Setting stuff on fire, keying people's vehicles, wiping their butt on people's cars. I've seen the worst and we got to pull it up right here. You know, just look at this. Look at this idiot. Look at this scum. Look at this. And didn't even know he left his car in didn't even leave his car in park. Look at this idiot.
Yeah, you're Elon Musk, huh? Freaking rocket man? How about F you? F you like you're screwing us, you're
This man pulled down his pen. Is this somebody? Please tell me this was like fake or staged. Please tell me. People cannot be this down bad, man. You know, but they have Tesla derangement syndrome coming from Trump derangement syndrome to Musk derangement syndrome. These people are pathetic, man. Absolutely pathetic. And look, mug shots are everywhere. Another domestic terrorism. Another one arrested for vandalizing a Tesla. Look at these people. Look, mug shots are everywhere. You know, you just people. We are living among some pathetic people, man. Some sad, pathetic, and they need help, man. You know, look. You too old to be doing. Y'all too. What? Look at this.
2 senior citizens have been caught keying luxury cars in a shopping centre car park. Police say this is 70-year-old Raymond Edwards, captured by a Tesla's security camera running a key along cars north of Brisbane. A woman who was also in the car park joined in. The Tesla's owner has been quoted $2,000 to fix the damage.
And I used to see why a lot of people going to jail. $2,000. To repair these vehicles is $2,000. Now I got a buddy, my buddy, man, Enrique. He'll get it down for cheaper. It'll be a little hard for him to match that paint color though, but he'll get it down. But $2,000 is what people are getting quoted after some of these idiots who have lost their mind, who are deranged. You know, just. We're living among some sad people, man. We are.
About it. This is RICO. This is a RICO crime. There is no question about it. This is RICO, which has stiffer, tougher punishments. It's interstate. All these individuals in America decided, let's go torch Tesla's cars. There is someone big behind this, and it will be easy to identify who they are. There's another piece to this, too, because you got a lot of criminals out there. I'll bet there are people who, if this is a coordinated effect on the left to encourage the attacks, I'll bet there are some who are looking to short the stock before the attacks actually happen. And that's not happenstance. And you can follow the money trail and figure all of this out. This is easy stuff.
Yeah, man. You just can't make this up, you know.
If you take part in the wave of domestic terrorism against Tesla properties, we will find you, arrest you, and put you behind bars. Today, I'm proud to announce that the Department of Justice has unsealed federal charges against another Tesla attacker. We've charged Cooper Frederick in the firebombing of a Tesla dealership that occurred on March 7th in Loveland, Colorado. All of these cases are a serious threat to public safety. Therefore, there will be no negotiating. We are seeking 20 years in prison. The crime was committed in Colorado, and thanks to the great investigative work by the FBI, the defendant was arrested in Plano, Texas.
Good.
Let this be a warning.
I don't feel bad for you.
You can run, but you cannot hide.
Can't hide.
Justice is coming.
Yeah, we ain't effing around. F around and find out. Look at his mug shot. Look at that. Look at that mug shot. I don't feel bad for you, and I want everybody held accountable. I want everybody in handcuffs. Put some DW-40 on them handcuffs, because we got to put a lot of handcuffs out. You be asking me. I'm with them Patriots. You know, go put a lot of them Democrats need to be arrested too. I'm ready for somebody to be made an example out of on that Democrat list. Adam, pencil neck, watermelon head, Schiff. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of them. We need to go down the list. I'm with them Patriots. They saying, who got arrested, Rick? Has it been one of them corrupt Democrats yet? Has it been one of those corrupt politicians? I want to see politicians arrested. I'm with it, y'all. I'm with y'all. I know what y'all be saying. But they say be patient. Be patient. Somebody got to be made an example out of, man. Somebody got to be made an example out of. But I don't know how people can stoop this, like just go this low to to touch somebody's property. I just don't understand, man. You know. But then again, you see people get up live on TV and say Trump is going to deport American citizens. So what do you expect at this point? You know, we're against the fake news, the propaganda, the lies, the misinformation, the hatred, the bias, you know. And you have just a bunch of lowlifes, you know, that have nothing better else to do. And some of these people are senior citizens, elderly. You know, enjoy y'all life, man. A lot of these things that even if it was true, it's not affecting you. A lot of this stuff with politics is not even affecting you. And then you're listening to the fake news. When y'all can be enjoying y'all life, man. Being productive. You know, bettering yourself. Get you something to drink. Go smoke a cigar or something. You know? Go watch your favorite TV show or movie or something. Go to the movies or something. Go do something. But y'all rather spend y'all time out here, you know, full of negative, hateful, hatred. You know? I don't know how anybody can say, oh, look at that car right there. I'm gonna go key it and make an example out of it and write Nazi on it. What does that prove? What the hell does that even... It gives me a headache even thinking about how low people can go, man. And how we have a mental illness in this country, man. It's bad, man. And it's not just in this country. It's in all, as you've seen, in all over the place. I think that one video was from the UK or Australia, you know. But I'm loving how we're seeing mug shots everywhere of people getting arrested and made an example out of and held accountable for this crap. You know, we just got some big news that somebody else is getting 20 years. And I don't feel bad, you know. I don't feel bad for clowns like this. I don't. You know, you got to be made an example out of. You know, the reward consequences. I mean, decisions have rewards and consequences. Simple. Every decision has a positive or a negative outcome. You know, and you got to live and you have to live and die behind your decisions in life. Sometimes you get a second chance. Sometimes you get a third chance. And sometimes that's it. You two your draws. You can't put no more draws on. Them draws is toe up. That's it. You know? But what do y'all think of this, man? You know, I know they was like, Rick, she made a massive arrest announcement. Has it been one of those corrupt politicians? I know how y'all thinking, man. I see it every single day on X in the comment section. Has any politician been arrested? You know, there's all kind of investigations. There's always some kind of scandal that has come out. You know, we know about all the inside trading that's going on. We know how it's corrupt down there in Washington. But has anybody been arrested? You know, we've seen the witch hunts, the kangaroo courts. the banana peels, coming after your political opponent. You know, can't beat them fair and square. The inside jobs, you know. People worth millions and millions of dollars on $100,000 salaries. You know, judges, the activist judges want gang members inside the country. We've seen it all, man, with these people. I ain't lying to you. District judges think that they outrank the president. Then hell, we don't have a country. What's the point of elections if a judge think they outrank the president? I'm just saying, man. You know, we're living in some pathetic times. We really are. But just wanted to come on here and have a quick show with y'all and talk about everything that's happening. And I wanted to point out that somebody's facing 20 years, man. And hell, we say lock them up. Yeah, lock them up. Have fun. Yeah. Try to get you a honey bun. Make you one of them Spam sandwiches. What they call it? What they call that thing where they pack them noodles in there with that tap water? And they use some kind of like the little meat. They got to go to commissary or something. I don't know what they call it, man. Make your Spam sandwich. Make your Spam sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to do your time. Look at this clown. He ought to be. They ought to walk him out live on TV. I'm waiting for it. Oh, crying Jack Smith. It's a whole bunch of them. You know, Big Letitia. You know, this clown here. This dingleberry right here, Chuck. I'm telling you, a whole bunch of them. Nancy Pelosi, Adam Schiff, Big Fanny. We go down the list. A whole bunch of them need to be just walked out in handcuffs. Look at Pencil Neck.
Extraordinary step of convening this unprecedented hearing. We brought together
that fella waving that pimp cane, talking about we're counting down the days of impeachment of President Trump. Good luck, sir. They should have arrested him when he interrupted during the State of the Union speech, waving his pimp cane all over the damn place. You know, these people need to be. I'm telling you, man. Politics has been one hell of a reality TV show, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know? But we send our prayers for Trump and the Trump administration, man. With all this craziness. I feel like we're gonna have a very, very winful week this upcoming week with the Trump administration. Once again, we're gonna bring some of the best updates. Let you guys know what's happening and keeping it real and just having fun doing these videos, man. Because I know politics is a dirty game, you know, and I don't want to always be the one that is always just so serious and a guru on everything. You know, I want to come here and have fun with you guys and keep it real, man. Give somebody a good time, a good laugh, but we also keep it real with what's going on, you know. But I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love, family.